Welcome back, everybody, to Kingdom 2. I'm the Bearded OG, and in this episode, we're going to get back on the main quest. But before we do, let's go ahead and do some archery. So we'll talk to Master Neri here. We want to complete in... What are the rules of Popinjay? I never asked him this question. Basically, we shoot straw chickens.
So this is a Popinjay contest, is it? What exactly do we have to do?
There's nothing to it. You get your arrows, stand on the mark, and shoot down them straw birds I set up around the range as fast as you can. The winner's the one who knocks down the most straw birds. If there's a tie, whoever finishes shooting first wins. Any idiot can understand the rules, but that doesn't make it any easier. So if you're not feeling too sure, you'd better... You may not win as much because the stakes are lower.
Okay, why do they call you Neri?
Why do they call you Neri, Master?
Actually, that's because of my younger brother. We're dead ringers for each other, you know. So Vashek let his beard grow out so that people could tell us apart.
Aha, I see.
I have to admit it helped, but one day, some drunkard stopped us on the street and started yelling about how the liquor's making him see double.
Well, all right.
But then he took a good look at us and saw that beard. And then he started screaming. It's not the fucking alcohol. There's two of them bastards here, one hairy and one nary. And that was it. Since then, nobody's called me anything else.
That's funny.
Now
But my brother didn't escape it either. It didn't take long before they started calling him Vashek Neri, hairy or not. They even started calling our cousin Little Neri. You see what one stupid little nickname can do?
Right. Truly exhausting.
Okay, actually, hold on.
Farewell, my friend.
Before we do this, let's take a potion. I did a couple rounds before I started recording without the potion, and I still won, but let's just make sure that we do actually win. So we want, what do we want? Bowman's Brew. Yeah. We'll take Bowman's Brew. Okay, here we go.
I'd like to end...
Back again, but if you... So what would...
Go for the bow.
Let's try the...
Right. Do you want me to look...
Let's do Master.
Bring me the local...
Right.
Wait,
Now you talk. Take care, sir. Let 'em fly!
My God, I'm good. Are you even trying? How come it didn't fall? I hit it.
Got that one. Got that one.
No luck. My God, I'm...
A little low on that one.
Are you even trying?
Oh, shit. He got it right before me.
Shooting fast is one thing, but actually...
Oh, I won,
hitting
though.
the target too?
Nice.
Here's your prize.
That's kind of fun.
Thank you.
I like that better than just shooting at targets, you know? Very cool. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get started with the next quest. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's fast travel back to Catherine and see if she can do some training for us now. And then we'll get started with the quest. There she is right there.
I'd like to learn a few tricks from you.
All right, but it'll cost you. I won't trouble myself with you for free.
Yeah, let's just go the high one. Stealth or thievery? We need help with thievery. Let's do that
You know
one.
how to get your hands on some interesting things. How do you do it?
Do you take me for a thief?
I wouldn't dare. On the contrary, I admire you, and I'd like to learn how you do it.
If only you weren't so damned clumsy. Listen up then, my disciple.
Okay, did we get a new level? We did. Nice. Okay. So let's see. We have Nimble Fingers. When in the time collecting phase of the pickpocketing minigame, you'll gain time 10% faster. If you fail to successfully return through the doorway box during thieving, you won't steal anything, but your victim also won't notice. 3-minute cooldown. If a guard searches you, there's a 33% less chance he won't find stolen goods. Thief size, you can tell which stolen items are considered stolen in the location you're currently in. So red hand means it's considered stolen. Gray hand means it's not considered stolen in that particular location. Okay. I think nimble fingers, or no, let's see, rapid flight. Yeah, let's go with this one just because we're really terrible at pickpocketing and we might need to do it for, for quest purposes, even though we're not really technically playing a thief, but there are some situations where you still have to use those kind of skills. Excellent. I went around, sold stuff. We're currently sitting at 3201. We had 4701 until I just gave 1500 to Catherine for that skill. And yeah, everything is sold, I guess, except for that torch there. How did I get 2 tournament arrows? That's weird. All right, hold on a sec. Oh wow, that put that in my outfit. No. We want enhanced long range arrows in there. Weird. Okay, let's take a look at our journal here. And we're going to, we do have this, civic duty side quest. I don't remember, I remember something about a band of thieves known as the Guild, but I don't remember exactly what the deal was with that, so I think I'm not going to worry about that for now. Let's jump back on the main quest here via Argentum and go to the Ruthard Palace, which is just going to be down over this way. So let's head over there and see what's going on. So this is back to working on trying to rescue Hans, essentially, and whatever else will happen as a result of that.
Easy, good horse.
All right, this is the place here. Now, what are we supposed to be doing exactly here again? I heard from Liechtenstein that my best option to rescue Lord Capon is to contact Kunzlin Ruthard, a wealthy nobleman and mine owner. Because of his loyalty to Wenceslas, he fell from grace and lost a number of holdings, including the Maelschab fortress, which Sigismund then gave to von Berghoff. If anyone knows how to get into the fortress undetected, it's him. Oh, right. Okay, so we're trying to see if he can tell us how to get into this Maelschab fortress in order to rescue Hans. Gotcha. Okay.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malashov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Okay, it's on. Who the hell's that?
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove.
Nice.
What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
Oh, and he runs away. Fucking coward.
He's one of them! Get him!
Okay, hold on. Let me get my sword out. Okay.
Get him! Scum! Kill him! Nice Slow! Fucking... Slice him up! True blood!
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
That's what
You
I
all
do.
right, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Tis but a scratch.
My God, you're hurt.
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
Yeah, okay.
Apology accepted.
We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plymouth, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Okay. I helped you in the fight. It's your duty. We're on the same side. I kind of think it's your duty would be good just because this is all against Sigismund in the greater fight kind of thing.
It's your noble duty to help me.
I know of no such duty. I have no ties to Lord Capon's family.
Except for his squire saving your neck just now.
I suppose you're right. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Well, yeah, it probably would matter, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything.
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad, as long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
Then let's get rid of Vavak. He must have some weakness, right?
There may be one. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake die. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint, and we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek.
We know him.
They ousted him from the mint master's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the mint master himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
Both of us?
We'll be praying for you.
Oh, okay. I thought, is she coming with me? All right, cool. Time to loot. Let's just, since we're in town, let's just take everything and I'll just go sell it all. Unless we grab something that's, you know, worth keeping, of course. Hope these guys don't mind I'm leaving the corpses and their underwear in their courtyard.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Thank you.
God be with you.
Grab the sword. And the shield. I kind of like that shield. It's cool looking. Hunting sword. Did he drop a bow? If he did, I don't see it anywhere. A knight's longsword. Wow, that's nice. We've reached vitality. Another knight's longsword.
You're always welcome here, good sir.
Okay. I think that takes care of all the looting. You know, that's mandatory, right? We got to do it. It's just part of how things work around here. Okay, let's clean up. All right, so here's the thing. Let's take a look at this. Talk to Christian of Pisek. Is that in a different... Oh, yeah, that's in a whole different location. This Horshan place, which we can fast travel to. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the camera, and I'm going to go sell all this shit. We're currently sitting at 32.33, so I'll just show you how much we make after I've already sold it all. And then we'll fast travel to that new location and go from there. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, we are back, and I have 6,496 coin, but I also purchased the nobleman's plate legs. So I think we have maxed out armor. I don't think we can get any better armor than we currently have. As far as I can tell anyway. So yeah, we are in very good shape armor-wise. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to talk to Christian of Pisek. And that's the brother of the other Pisek guy that's at Sukdal. And we have already been to Horsham. I think we drove through there on the way to the Devil's Den. So let's go ahead and fast travel there, and then we'll head over to that area. That's a very long way to fast travel, so we're probably going to get some kind of an encounter on the way. There's a wayfarer sitting in a small camp beside the road. He's an ordinary man in plain clothes. He glances at you and gives a slightly forced smile. I don't give a shit. Let's go. Now we just need to turn around and head down this road and then up over here to D. Let's do it. All right, here we are.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Excuse me.
You want to talk to me?
Greetings, Master Guard.
Guess not. There's a blacksmith here. Always good to know. You have any recipes we don't know yet?
Be, sir. I'll have a look.
Nope. And for materials, he's got the usual.
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time, then.
All right, so it looks like our guy's in here. Can we eat from here? No, that's stealing. Yeah, I just never know.
You have no business here.
I'm trying to talk to you, man.
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me about Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
So is Vavak really stealing the silver?
For God's sake, not so loud! What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game. If Sir Kunzling trusts you, you could help me in my investigation.
Well, that's actually why I'm here.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
My father was a blacksmith.
It's a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Talk to Christian in private.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. Mined out.
Couldn't I just ask Fett?
Fett's job is to count the corves and write the amount down in the mine book. He won't tell you any other number. We're interested in what the miners themselves have to say. They've no reason to hide anything. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
Well, we could certainly pass ourselves off as a rich nobleman. Or we could be a scholar, I suppose. I'm not sure what skill checks the nobleman would have. And I don't know how much the miners respect this guy. All right, let's try the nobleman thing.
I'll behave like a true nobleman.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mined. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
Okay.
Who owns the silver that's mined here?
All the silver in the Kingdom of Bohemia belongs to the king, whether it's above ground or still below it. Though I'm sure you understand, the king has a lot on his mind, and he can't be expected to worry about mining. So he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. It's called the Burgergau. There's a lot of money in it. The tenants have to pay the king, and the king also receives a share of the pure silver from the smelting works. That's the royal tithe.
What is this path of silver, anyway?
It's the whole process, from digging the silver ore out of the ground and processing it, to minting silver coins. Silver is found in ore veins underground. The pitmen mine it and get it to the surface. The chief foreman of a gallery counts the corves, and the assayer estimates the purchase price of the ore for the smelter. The raw ore goes to the smelter, where it's crushed in a stamp mill before it can be purified by roasting. Roasted ore goes to the furnaces, where it's smelted into raw and then pure silver. Silver is then cast into rods about as thick as your little finger.
Okay.
Can any silver get lost?
It can. And unfortunately, it does happen. It may be a capital offence, but even that won't deter everyone. Most often, a pitman tries to smuggle pieces of ore under his clothes. It doesn't end well. Nevertheless, the entire path of the silver, from the ore beneath the ground to minted coins, is closely guarded. Every step is recorded in the books, so if someone is stealing large quantities, they must have it pretty damn well figured out.
Who checks the royal share?
The royal mint master and his subordinates are responsible for collecting the royal share. That also means me and the shaft foreman. That is why every step of the path of silver is monitored and recorded, starting with how much ore is mined. The smelting works owners don't have to be monitored as closely, since they buy the ore from us. It's in their best interest to get the highest possible yield after deducting the royal share.
Who makes money from all this?
The thing is, everyone does. Pitmen get paid for mining in the shaft. Mine operators get paid for raw ore. The smelters then smelt everything, sell the pure silver, and deduct the raw tithe. The silver rubs off on the hands of anyone who even touches it. But there's still enough left over for the king.
Okay.
Who owns the mines?
The king grants mining rights to his loyal subjects, and these leaseholders can rent out their privileges to other people. All sorts of people operate mines in Kuttenberg. Nobility, rich burghers, even the monastery. In fact, anyone with enough money to pay for new shafts to be dug can share in the proceeds.
Who's responsible for the mines?
The mines and the mint are supervised directly by the royal mint master, Ulrich Vervark von Neuhaus. As the steward, I'm his direct subordinate. I oversee that everything runs smoothly on his behalf. Then come the chief foreman, then the other foreman, and finally the ordinary pitmen in the shafts. But I don't come in contact with them very often. We follow the path of silver until the moment an ore merchant buys the ore from us and takes it to a smelter.
How much do the mines pay to the king?
That depends on whether it's a royal mine or a mine in the hands of a mining guild, meaning the leaseholders.
I thought all mines were owned by the king.
That's right. But it's much more profitable for the king to grant mining rights to rich mine operators. They bear the cost of mining themselves and pay him a share. The king receives 1/3 of the profits from his own mines, but only 1/5 from the leaseholders. That's how he gets what's his from all the mining.
What about the other 2/3 of the profits from the king's mines?
Those go towards the costs, of course, for operations, wages, and shaft security.
Who's responsible for the smelting works?
They have their own owners. They buy ore from us and smelt it into pure silver. Then they deduct the royal tithe and they can sell the rest. And not just silver. Processing the ore yields a variety of other materials that can be sold just as well.
What happens in the smelting works?
Each smelting shop has a stamp mill, a roasting pit, and a smelting furnace. The stamp mill is used to crush the ore into smaller pieces to make it easier to process. After that, the crushed ore is roasted in a roasting pit to remove most of the impurities. Finally, everything is smelted in a furnace to separate the pure silver from the slag.
So it's processed similarly to steel for smithing?
Yes, but in steelmaking, you don't have to weigh and record every step thrice.
How are groschen made from the silver?
The royal share from the smelting works goes to the mint in the Italian court. There, the coiners hammer it out into silver sheets for cutting the coin blanks. Then, in the Italian court's preghouse, our minters cut out and punch new groschen.
How many mints are there in total?
Only the main one is left, the one in the Italian court. There used to be more of them throughout the kingdom, but King Wenceslas II united them all. It was he who contributed the most to the rise of the Prague groschen and the wealth of this region. And of course, his own wealth too.
Okay.
By the way, I've had the honour of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Suchdol.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
Okay. So, let's take a look here. We basically have to talk to Frank, Paul, and Samco. And it looks like Paul is the first one. Frank, okay. The word around Kuttenberg is Mint Master Vavek is getting much richer than his rather comfortable office would warrant. Apparently, he even steals royal silver, which is a capital offense. There's no evidence, though. If Ruthard had such evidence, it would solve his problems with Vavak once and for all, so he instructed me to get the evidence. I am to ask Frank, foreman of the first shift, how many corves his sonnies mined in the feast of St. Petronilla. And then, of course, I need to ask Paul and Samco the same thing. Okay, so let's go this way. I don't want to fall in there. All right, so I guess these guys are underground. Okay, I think this is actually how we get in. We need to talk to this guy? Nope. Okay. Might be a good time for us to take some Nighthawk. Well, even with Nighthawk, we still need the torch. Yeah, there's Foreman Frank. Let's also take a look at... All right, Henry's got Fox going on, which is boosts our speech, so
Foreman
we should be good.
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see we're hewing?
Sir Christian of Pisek sent me. My name is Henry of Scallops. Our family rented a mine, so I came to gain experience.
A nobleman in the pit? I'll be damned. But you can't just amble around. You'll cap your creels.
I just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What do you want to know, like?
What is the work of a miner really about?
What's it about? Bugger all, kidder. No great shakes. We gans through the roads, Bella. Hewing off from rock in the dark and breathing in the stithe.
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakka graft, kid ya? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion or get scrushed by the ceiling of the road you're hewing.
How do you get the ore outside?
Same way it's hewed, in the dark and in coves. On top of that, you spend a lot of the bloody time on all fours. Once you get out by with the cough, you get a tally,
and you can get back in by.
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at Bank make a howfin' pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft, we earn a pittance.
Can you give me a more specific number?
Sometimes, not even half a grosh and a cough. That's near way to make a living, man.
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Nobleman or not, you don't need to know that.
Spill it or I'll kick your ass.
You should know you can't defy a nobleman. I'll mention your disobedience to Sir Christian or to the Mint Master. Then you can start looking for another job.
Out but that, sir. I couldn't just leave me marrows. It would break their hearts. And maybe their necks too. Who'd keep an eye on them? I'll tell you everything. It was a good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 corves.
Thanks.
Nah, thank ye. Now leave us to hew, Mara. We've got a lot of graft ahead of us. God be with you, good sir.
Okay, so 36 corves. I guess we're gonna have to. Are we gonna have to wait then for the other two? Probably, but let's just see if we can. Let's just see what happens if we keep going here.
Where can I find your foreman, Paul?
What are you doing here, kidder? Who let you in, be?
I've got a letter of safe conduct from Christian of Pisek. I'm a nobleman, and I'd like to learn more about mining silver.
Me apologies, sir. Just mind you don't come a cropper.
I just need to ask your foreman a few things.
Our gaffer's gone down there to pray. Don't know if he'll be up for talking, but...
Why wouldn't he be in the mood for talking?
Young jaybird. One of our marrows. Got scrussed the other day. He hadn't even had a full week on the graft, poor lad. It happened the day before the Feast of St. Petronilla. You'll find Paul at the lowest level by the roof fall. He's praying for the salvation of his soul. You'll hear the wind howling in the adit down there. It can be heard as far as that cursed road. I hear it's haunted. Don't fret, but St. Barbara will look out for you. Farewell, my friend.
Find out about the amount mined by Paul's Sonnies. Okay, so... All right, hold on. Let me look at the map again. So I guess we go this way. Okay, we can't talk to him. Said he was on the lowest level, and you can hear the wind howling and stuff. That's probably not supposed to be that way. I do hear wind howling, though. Oh, that's... Okay, that's sunshine coming through that thingy. Gotcha. Well, let's go this way. I'm gonna get completely lost down here. Here we go.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm a nobleman, and I'm interested in the operation of the mines. I hate to interrupt your prayers for a dead friend, but I need to ask you something.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nipper since my sister died. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, I can't forgive myself.
Alright, sorry about that. I had a text from my wife. There's no pain in heaven. Will you answer my questions? Yeah, let's tell him it's not his fault.
Come on, it wasn't your fault. Accidents happen. It's God's will.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
Sure.
Aye. I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
Almighty
tin,
and merciful
iron,
God,
and
our
all
Father,
ores and metals.
you are the giver
I
of
ask that you
gold,
bless me
silver,
brother who has died in this
bronze,
mine.
copper,
And may your
tin,
holy angels
iron,
save his soul from
and all
damnation.
ores and
Bring his
metals.
soul to
I ask that
eternal
you bless
glory
my
through our
brother
Lord,
who has died
our
in his
Saviour and
mine.
Redeemer, Jesus
May your
Christ.
holy angels save his
Amen.
soul from
The angel of
damnation.
the Lord declared
Bring
unto
his
Mary,
soul to eternal
and she
glory
conceived the Holy
through
Spirit.
our Lord,
Hail
our
Mary.
Saviour and
And
Redeemer,
Mary said,
Jesus
Behold,
Christ.
I am the handmaid of
Amen.
the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. Hail Mary. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made
Okay,
worthy of the
dude.
promises of Christ. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts.
We're done.
That we, to whom the incarnation of Christ, thy Son, was made known by the message of an angel, may by his passion and
Okay, we got to interrupt him.
Are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask about out.
It's like really fucking dark now. Okay, what's the work of the
What's
miner?
the work of a miner about?
What it's about? It's about you in the face and hauling the ore to the bank in coves. Over and over again. Proper graft, that. Can be real dodgy, mind. Might even do you in.
Are deaths common?
Are deaths in the mine common?
Aye. But every death in the shaft is a waste. Whether it's in a crumple or black damp. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakker or two a month, you know. That's life, like.
Okay, people probably with some kind of lung disease. That's a yakker.
How is the ore mined?
First, we have to survey the shaft and find ore. Then the place gets scored and set ablaze. We set up timber around. The hewers take their tools and start dinging rock and hewing ore. Nothing to it.
Okay.
How much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it, though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
So how many corves did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
That's all I need to know.
Okay.
Careful!
So the other guy said, yeah, 36. This guy said 30. So there's a discrepancy of 6. However, these guys had a reason for, less production because they lost somebody. All right, so I guess we go to H now. Samco's Sonnies. The thing is, though, didn't he say Samco was on a different shift? So we might have to wait. But let's at least get to the location, and then we'll see what the deal is. And yeah, okay. So we're going towards H. There's a ladder going up to there, but I didn't see any ladder going completely all the way up there. So I guess we'll worry about getting out of here afterwards, except for we can't go any further that direction. No, we can go this way. Or not. Damn it. Okay, let's go up to the next level. Guess we go this way. Okay, well, this leads us back out into the daylight. So let's go over this way and see Oh yeah, you know what? He's not on his shift, so
Are you Foreman Samco?
Aye, I am. And who's asking?
My name is Henry. Stuart Christian sent me to you. My family runs mines, so I came here to gain experience.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but minus rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
it's funny that they still have his, you know, the voiceovers with reverb as if we're down in a mine. Let's play miners. I don't know what miners rules are. I mean, I don't mind playing dice.
All right, let's do it. I don't think I've played miners with a real miner before.
See? Kidder. There's a first time for everything. Let's crack on. Let the groschen roll.
He doesn't seem very tired when we start talking about playing dice. Okay, so we'll just grab all of our stuff.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
Okay, so we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, but we do have 3 6s. So that gives us 600 points. Okay, we have a Ronkus die, we have the weighted die, and the shrinking die. We're playing to 1500. Nah, you know what? Let's take this and then pass. Because 650 points is more than a third of the way there. Kind of hard to see because I got Nighthawk going.
Oh, no! Not good.
Okay, so we've got not a whole lot, really. Yeah, we're going to have to take this and roll again. Okay, we got 3 6s and a 5. It's another 650 points. Take it.
Here. That's enough. Your turn.
Okay, I'm just curious about something. Does it tell us what miners' rules are? No, I guess not. Okay. What do we have here? We have enough to win right there, and then some.
My God.
Great game, Sonny.
Now will you tell me what I want to know?
Aye, ask away.
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about Alkin. Any yakker will tell you that. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a kip, some a swally, some go whoring. As for me, I play dice.
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit, or we're hewing something soft, and then it goes grand. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's getting worse. Half a grosh and a cough is no.
How many cores did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corves without skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
That's all I need to know.
If you need aught else, feel free to drop by.
Okay. So we had 36 corves, 30 corves, and 34. But again, these guys have an excuse for less corves because one of their shift dudes died. Okay, let's go back and find. Is there anything I can use to clear potions? Hair of the dog. No, that's not going to work. We need a clear potion effect. For obvious reasons here, right? Right, where are we looking? We're looking for I. Oh, he's right over here. Ore merchant Herman?
You're the local ore merchant?
Yeah, I buy ore. And who are you?
My name is Henry, and I'm here by Sir Christian's permission. My family rented the mining rights, so I came here to learn the business.
Then you have come to the right place, sir. The Horshan shafts are some of the most profitable in all of Kuttenberg. I am Hermann. If you have any Fragen, I am happy to answer them.
As an ore merchant, what do you do?
My job is to buy ore from the mines and resell it to the smelting works. Every day I count the amount of the ore mined and test its quality. That is why we are also called assayers. Depending on the quality, I then estimate the price at which I can sell the ore.
Do you buy silver together with the stone?
I do. You can only get pure silver from the stone in the smelting works. That is why it is important to know how much of it is in the ore.
How do you estimate the price?
It takes skill and experience. I go through a few corves, get some samples, and bring them down here to assay them. Then I estimate the ratio of silver to the waste and set the price according to the average.
And the price is always the same?
Nein. The price of the corves is determined by the highest bidder. The smelter that can pay the most gets it. The important thing is to keep an eye on costs, so we do not end up paying more for the ore than we get for the pure silver.
How many corves do you buy a day?
It varies. It depends on the rock that is being hewed. When you hew into hard rock, the yield is smaller than from soft rock, which crumbles with little effort, but there's little silver in it.
How many corves did you buy lately? For example, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Sancta Petronilla? Weiß nicht. Entschuldigung. I do not remember. You can ask Christian, though. It is all in the books.
Okay, I guess that's it. There's Christian right there.
I already know how many corves the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
How in the hell am I supposed to know? I'm going to say probably less, though.
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corves extracted. That means 10 corves of ore disappear each day.
Each
but
day?
Nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corves must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
Foreman Fett. Why is Foreman Fett in it up to their ears? But Wait a minute, though. Isn't he the one that said they lost a worker? Unless he's lying about that. Interesting. Okay.
What about Vavak?
I still think the trail will lead us to him, but we know too little so far. You need to talk to Fett and Herman first. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Okay. Get Fett to cooperate, get Herman to cooperate. Herman's he's the ore buyer guy that we just talked to in here, right? Okay, wait a minute. What letter is he? He's K. Oh, he's right there.
We need to talk, Herman.
Was ist denn los?
Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 cores of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
Let's come on strong.
Stealing the king's silver is a capital crime. You'll swing for this, Herman.
I told you, I do not know anything. I have nothing to do with this Scheiße. Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All 3 crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that.
Okay, he did tell us to let them know we won't report them if they cooperate.
Look, you don't have to be afraid to tell the truth. Me and Sir Christian agreed to settle the matter quietly. We're not going to punish anyone.
I am innocent. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the Feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
How long has this been going on?
Several months. Maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am a mere assayer. I have never even met Vavak.
Sir Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret, so just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
Okay. He's not fucking innocent though, but we gotta catch the really bad guy. Alright, so we need to get Fett to cooperate. Have we talked to this guy yet?
A word, Foreman.
Who are you, and what do you want?
Guess not.
I'm Henry, but that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
But you're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads. And they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
He had no choice. If you tell me everything you know right now, you'll go unpunished. I can guarantee that in Sir Christian's name.
Keva, you're all I need. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cut the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters, along with the rest. He made it very clear if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was terrifying.
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk. But I don't think it was an accident.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers and for Herman.
Do you think the mint master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The mint master himself.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. I'll be silent as the grave.
Okay, let's go back to Christian and tell him what we found out.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you. Good boy.
Careful!
I'm sorry.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct? How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
I've already passed myself off as a nobleman here, so it won't be new to me.
But be careful. Baresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Baresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic. As charismatic as you can manage.
I can do that. What should I know about the smelting works?
What else should I know about the smelting works before I go?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and then smelted. They extract silver along with all sorts of other materials from it. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen and sell off the rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
What should I know about this Baresh before I talk to him?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady, who knows?
I got it. I'm ready to go.
Here, I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Baresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of Saint Petronella. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
Okay. Let's take a look-see here. So we need to go into Grund. Look around the smelter, talk to Baresh. That's optional, which means we could also do the sneaky sneak thing if we wanted to. Okay, let's go ahead and fast travel. And we're going to switch to this outfit, but we need to remove weapons. We probably don't need to remove the dagger, but I'm going to remove it anyways. And any armor. Okay. We have speech 27, charisma 30. And how long is our fox? Yeah, we still have quite a bit left on our fox. Okay. So in, as in Nancy, is where we need to go, which is this way. Is he inside the tavern, maybe? Little Nary Baresh. Let's have a seat.
Greetings, Master Baresh. I'm Henry of Scallis.
Nice clothes. You've got good taste.
Thank you, Goodman. Likewise, Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skalitz, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter, but I'm not selling any.
Yeah, I just want to take a look.
I know. I just want to see what it looks like in the smelting works.
Well, if Sir Christian wishes it, I won't deny you the opportunity. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered. The guards will recognize my seal. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions. If you want to know anything, ask me.
Can you tell me what happens with the mined ore in the smelting works?
We weigh in the delivered ore and crush it so that it can be sorted for roasting. Roasting mainly separates sulfur from the ore, which is why the place smells like hell itself. Then the roasted material is smelted in the furnace and the slag is separated from the matte. The smelting process is repeated until we're left with pure metal. It's then cast into bars that can be sold. After we've given the royal share to the king, that is.
How many corves of ore do you process here per day?
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants working for me. They buy ore from various mines. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by the corf, but weigh by the quintal. We process a large amount here, up to several thousand quintals a day in total.
How much silver does that make?
That, of course, depends on the quality of the ore we process that day. 20 quintals of ore usually yield about a pound of raw silver. That then yields a harivna of pure silver. We can make between 100 and 200 harivnas of pure silver per day.
Can any silver go missing from here?
That's impossible. Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Every step is counted and checked. Besides, molten silver is rather hard to steal. Once it's cast into bars, we keep them safe under lock and key.
How many corves were delivered from Horsham, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Why from Horsham, of all places?
I visited the mine there. They told me they'd extracted quite a large amount.
You're lucky. I have an excellent memory. It was a lot indeed. 90 corves.
90. Okay.
God be with you, Goodman.
Don't forget, there are limits to my permission. And above all, mind you don't have an accident. Smelters are dangerous places. God be with you, sir.
Okay. Isn't little Neri the brother of the other guy? But he doesn't have anything to say to us. Okay, so now we can walk about the smelter unharassed. He did say not to question the workers with unnecessary questions, but everything that we might need to ask will be necessary. It's just the way that it works. All right, how do we get into this place? This Nighthawk is killing me, man.
Good to see you.
All right, so that must be like the raw ore, and this must be the, what do they call it, the baking process, where they separate the sulfur.
Have you noticed anything suspicious around here?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I graft all day. No time for looking around.
What does your job actually entail?
You mean smelting? Well, in the scrusher we scrush the ore brought from the mound and chuck it in the furnace. Then we shovel charcoal until the stone gets proper roasting and leaks all the metal that was hidden inside. We do that over and over in other furnaces till we get pure silver out of the ore.
How do you like working in the smelter?
Aye. Can't complain at all, sir. We get a nice pile of chink from the yield and we're dry and warm.
What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
I can't complain about him, sir. He's an honest bloke, and he pays us well, from what I've heard from the other smelters. It's a lot worse elsewhere, like.
Does any silver go missing from here?
Here? In our smelter? That would mean some of our lads are involved, and you get the rope for that. Look, Sonny, I don't want anything to do with this. Have a chat with Shima over there. He's not afraid of anything.
Shima. Okay. I wish we could see a little bit better. Things weren't so whitewashed.
Good to see you, friend. You're always welcome here.
Smelter Shima.
Are you the fella they call Shima?
You have no business being here. What do you want?
I'm told you know something about the silver that keeps going missing from the smelters.
Me? I don't know what you were told. Meet me outside in a while. Now you'd better get out of here before the guards see you. Fuck. I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
This must be sulfur. Oh, that's the crusher thingy. That's cool. Okay. That might be like leftover slag or something. All right, let's just keep here. What does it say? Get evidence. Look around the smelter. All right, let's go talk to this guy here.
Well, can you talk now?
Who are you, fella?
Let's go with Christian.
Henry. Sir Christian of Pisek sent me.
The steward of the mint? And why did he send you? Because of a rumour. They say silver keeps going missing from the smelters.
What? Why did he answer the question? I don't know.
The silver must be going missing from here. I've been tracking it all the way from the mines.
From the mines? So Sir Christian really has some suspicions, doesn't he? Why should I talk to you about such things? How can I know it's not a trap?
I'll tell you nothing but the truth. Conducting an expert investigation. I've been tasked by the nobility. I have higher points in this. But let's go. I don't want to pay him 200 grosh and shit. Okay, let's try this.
I'm telling you nothing but the truth. I've really been tracking it all the way from the mines. The entries in the books are falsified from the very start. There's more than one person involved in this fraud. In the mines and in the smelters too.
Oh, I thought so. Listen up then. It's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. He's worked with us for years. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund, out of the blue. The entire stables. Where do you think he got the money? It's all very suspicious, because he's the one with the best access to the finished silver bars. If you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, go to him. I'll bet you he knows a thing or two about it. But be careful, and keep a weapon close. People like him can be vicious.
Thank you. What does your job entail?
Here in the smelter, the extracted ore turns into pure silver right under our hands. Bloody miracle, right? Horse shit. It's an awful, filthy fucking graft for a few miserable groschen. If I could, I'd fuck off somewhere over the hills. But I've a family, and they don't ask me what I really want.
How do you like working in the smelter?
It's a shitty fucking job. My back aches something awful from shoveling heaps of ore back and forth. You're always breathing stive from the furnace, and then you cough your soul out after the shift is over. We'll all be crippled wrecks in a few years. That's how it is.
What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
Listen, all folks like him care about is lining their purses.
They don't care if we break our backs because of it. On the other hand, I don't think it's any better anywhere else.
What happens to the silver from the smelting works?
The bars are kept under lock and key in a safe place until a merchant or the blokes from the mint come and get them. Only the owner of the smelter and a handful of select people have access to them, such as the foreman of the works who checks the purity.
Okay. Now we need to find Volkmer somewhere in that area. And he also warned us to put our weapons back on. We only needed to take those off to talk to the first guy. So let's re-equip everything. That we had here. That 6 swords goes there. Dagger goes there. And then we had... let's see. We had the cooters on, I think. And we also had these cooters. I believe that's all we had for this outfit. Let's switch back to our main combat outfit now. And go talk to this next dude. So this is apparently the stables that he bought. That's a fairly large area. I don't see any people out this way, so let's go to these buildings. Where's my horse? Oh no, that's not my horse. Doesn't look like him.
Are you Volkmar?
I'm not.
Horseshit. I know these stables are yours.
You must be the snoop who's sticking his nose in everything.
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. We've had our eyes on you ever since you came to Grund. Fortunately, Master Buresh warned me about you in time. Your investigation ends. Right here and now.
I doubt that.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here, pal. Grund is ours.
Take him down.
Feeling confident when there's 3 of you. You want to attack a nobleman. I demand a fair duel. Yeah, fuck you guys. You're all
Let's
dead.
do it then. You'll all die. I don't care how many of you there are. I'll hack you to pieces. And my dog will finally get a proper meal.
Whoa, a tough nut. Where are you going, cowards? I'll tear you a new arsehole, you fucker! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
The rest of them ran off.
Now, spill the beans. You're responsible for stealing the king's silver.
Not me. It's Buresh. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my job. All my life. It's true. As Volkmar is my name, I swear on everything that's holy.
Take it from the beginning.
As head smelter, I test the quality of the silver that's been smelted every day. I have unrestricted access to it. One day, Buresh came to me and said he had an offer for me. He said if I accepted, he'd make me rich. He gave me his man to assist me. I'd take some of the king's silver bars and add them to Buresh's yield. The books were cooked, so no one found out anything. Everything was going well, and Buresh was happy. A few weeks later, he sent me to the mines. I was supposed to make a deal with the new foreman, Fett, and pay him off. In the end, I had to force him to cooperate, just like Buresh forced me. Oh, with threats.
Okay,
Moving on, where does the unreported silver go?
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes. Buresh has a secret mint in one of them.
They counterfeit coins in there?
I suppose so. But what they actually do there, I've no idea. I've never been there. Buresh only told me about the mint a while ago. He wanted to send me there for some reason, so he drew me a map.
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road to Old Kutna, you'll reach the place where the abandoned shafts are. The entrance to the mint is somewhere around there. Look here. Can I ask you a question? Why are you doing this anyway?
I'm convinced Mint Master Vavak is somehow involved in the whole affair. I'm looking for proof.
No, I can't help you there. I never heard Buresh say nothing about Vavak. Well, now you have the map, and since I told you everything, will you let me go? Please? I know I wanted to, you know, but I was just scared is all. Please let me go, please. Stables be damned, just let me go.
Pay up and you'll be free? Like, with money? Yeah, fuck it. You can go.
All right. You can go.
Thank you. I'll never forget this. I'll go to Kuttenberg and get fixed up there somehow. And if we meet again, I'll make it up to you. I swear, you're a good, merciful man. God be with you.
Okay. We'll take that. Those. Oh, decorated sword pommel. Yeah, I don't think I want any of the rest of that. This mace is... Oh, that was Little Nary. Oh, that's worth some money. Yeah, we'll take that. Alrighty, let's take a look and see what we got here. Find the secret mint. In some place called Old something or other. The secret mint is obviously the key to the whole fraud. I must find it and have a look inside. All right, let's go. Okay, so we're in the area. Doesn't look like this building is accessible, but let's just walk around it just to make sure. Yeah, we got a dude here.
What does that mutt want? You can't just stroll around here without so much as a by your leave. What? You just crash in here? And with a weapon?
Fuck you. Oh, this guy's got some serious armor on.
You fucker.
You fucker.
Fucking cowards! That was something!
Okay, let's take a marigold. Rob? Okay. I'll rob. Yeah, this guy's had some good armor, man. It took me a lot of hits to kill him. Look at that thing, man. Worth over 3,000. Ornament gauntlets. Yep, that's all good stuff. Saxon plate legs. Okay, we got the keys and stuff from him. And what kind of sword is this? This is a dueling longsword. I don't think I've seen that yet. It's actually... Holy shit. It's actually better than Radzig's sword. Wow. Okay. Of course, you know, at some point we'll be able to upgrade Radzig's sword. Military sword. We have to put some of this stuff on the dogwood. Yeah, that's actually worth some money. Enhanced wounding arrow. Sure, why not? That's worth some money. Okay, let's call our horse. And we'll put this stuff in the horse. All right, what do we got here? Looks like a furnace. Rob. Okay, we have supplies of some sort. Dried cheese, dried roe deer loin. All right. Am I hungry? Oh yeah, I'm totally hungry. Steel. Gets us to 82. I think we could probably take one more bite. $92. Good enough. Don't want to overeat. There's somebody walking over there. What do we got going on over here? Let's wash up. Unlock and open. Just stuff. Well, isn't that the furnace over there? And the evidence we need? I just didn't see... There's a horse over there. I didn't see anything that said, like, examine or whatever. Alright, tell you what, let's get this bad boy out. Okay, so I saw a dude over there. And what kind of poison do I have on these? Enhanced wounding bolt has lullaby. Okay. That's the one that pretty much takes their energy away. So I'm walking down this road here. I thought I heard another... Oh, that's Mutt. He's growling about something. What just happened? Okay, said I'm in a private area. Did we not just see somebody walking down this road? All right, let's go check out that horse. There's no option to open the door. There's some kind of drawing of it. Whatever the hell that is. Almost looks like a duck-billed dinosaur. That's the same horse we saw in the stables that I at first thought was mine. I think. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, because it has the same comparison. Yeah, Agro was his name. Got more stamina than my horse, but he's not really any good at in any other sense. I think probably we need to go down in that mine shaft, but I'd like to deal with this person that I saw walking down the road, unless it is in fact just somebody that was walking down the road, which is entirely possible. Because if it was somebody who was like patrolling, you'd think by now they would have started coming back this way. All right. Well, I'm going to say that's what it was. It was probably just some rando walking down the road. Find the secret mint, get evidence against Fuck. See, now I need my Nighthawk, but it's starting to wear off. Let's see what's in this lit room over here.
Well, well, well. Look who's here. I knew from the start you didn't come to the works for nothing. But I underestimated you. An embarrassing mistake. I reckoned you wouldn't find anything. And even if you did, little Neri was supposed to get rid of you.
It turned out the other way round.
Congratulations. His wife and children will surely be beside themselves with joy.
And that's your fault.
What to do with you now, Snooper? We could come to a reasonable agreement, or
I could shoot you with my poison crossbow bolt.
Hear you scream.
Are you trying to offer me something?
Are you trying to offer me something?
If you're reasonable, I'd be willing to pay a tidy sum for your silence.
How much will you pay me?
Well, what's the price for your silence?
You can't buy me, Buresh.
That's the wrong answer.
He can't live alive! Show what you're made of!
Sorry about the darkness, guys. Should I do it? All right. Let's talk to the motherfucker. with our sword out.
Have you had enough, Buret?
Mercy! For Christ's sake, mercy!
Underground, no one will hear you scream.
No, please. I'll give you anything you want. Just let me live.
I want proof that Mint Master Vavak is involved in this whole scheme.
But I really don't know anything.
Stop lying to my face. Out with the truth.
All right. The whole thing was Ulrich's idea. As soon as he became Sigismund's Mintmaster, he got cocky and began to abuse his power. He grabbed anything he could get his hands on, took away mining rights from anyone who opposed him. Anyone who wanted to keep his station had to pay him a hefty fee. But that still wasn't enough for him. So he came to me one day with the idea that some of the royal silver might not reach the king at all.
Why did he come to you?
The citizens of Kuttenberg didn't like some blow-in turning up to replace Peter of Pisek, and they were even less happy when he started giving them trouble. He'd have a job finding any allies among them. I'm a stranger here too. I've never had it easy here either. Think what you will, but I like Vavag better than all them Rutards, Piseks, and the other stuck-up mine-owning lords.
So you agreed to help him?
Did I have any other choice? He'd destroy me and find someone else to run the smelting works. I hate to say it, but he knew who to come to.
Wasn't he afraid of Sigismund?
Sigismund came here for the silver. He doesn't care how it gets to him, as long as it does. He trusts the Mintmaster he installed, and he's got no way of knowing something's going missing along the way. Unless someone tells him.
What was his plan?
Surprisingly simple. Bribe anyone who kept records of mining and processing to cook the books. And to keep the Mintmaster free of suspicion, he put me in charge of this whole operation. For a tidy pile of coin, of course. In the end, it wasn't even that hard. No one had the slightest problem with earning something on the side of the king's expense. And when somebody got cold feet, we took care of him.
Yeah, where nobody could hear them scream.
What are you doing with the stolen silver?
Stolen? Such an ugly word. I prefer diverted. Undisclosed.
Whatever. What do you do with it?
It's used to mint groschen. Genuine groschen.
Genuine? I don't get it.
It's simple, really. Our coiners work with genuine coin dies. We're producing beautiful, new, and especially clean groschen. No one can tell they're not from the Italian court.
About the evidence?
Yes?
I need some proof in my hands. Something that proves Vavak's involvement in the scheme beyond any doubt.
And I can count on you to make sure my name is never mentioned? Will you give me your word?
I don't like you. I could kill you. I could give you my word that I won't tell anybody, and then I'll still kill you. Yeah, let's do that.
You have my word. I won't blackmail you.
I'm glad to hear that. Here's the key to the chest. You'll find everything you need there. It's behind that door, in the coiner's room. The key to it is right here on the table. You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're an odd bunch.
Is that all?
Aye. Everything.
I'm sure you have something else. Don't tell me you and Vavak didn't exchange letters, for instance.
You must be the devil himself. Here it is. But I'd appreciate it if you kept it to yourself. I'll be on my way. I won't say it was nice to meet you, because that wouldn't be true. I hope we never see each other again.
Okay, so this is another one of those situations. This motherfucker has taken care of people who didn't want to play along with their scheme. In other words, he's murdered them, caused them to be murdered. If I just let him go, he gets off scot-free, I guess. I mean, how else would he ever come to justice for this? And I didn't promise him I wouldn't kill him. I promised him I wouldn't blackmail him. Fuck. I don't know. The thing is Henry's not a cold-blooded killer. He only kills people in defense or to help, save other people or whatever. So, fuck off, dude.
Farewell.
You deserve a kick in the teeth for what you've done. Get over here, or I'll call the guards.
Are you serious?
Well,
piss off.
What's it gonna... You bastard! You'll pay for this?
That's pretty good. That's good. That's good. That's very good. Very good. Yeah, I guess we'll take those. We'll leave the shoes and the schnapps. Pick the mace. Rider's Warhammer. Yeah, okay, I guess we'll grab it. Okay, we'll take all that stuff. And doppelganger badge. Alright, I guess we go this way.
If we can't leave this place,
We'll have a drink, roll some dice. Don't worry. Sooner or later, we'll get out of here.
a gilded cage is still a cage.
Aye, but we came here willingly. We should have figured out working in an underground mint wouldn't be nothing simple.
Aye. I don't think they'll let us go, though. We know too much.
Brother, keep your head up. All will be well. Watch what you're doing. Now you've minted it all crooked.
How come we can't open this door with their keys? I mean, I can pick the lock if I have to. Is there another way in there? Okay. Let's take a quick finger. And then we'll open this door.
Good. My respects.
I'm here to help you.
What are you doing here?
Get out of here. If the guards catch you, there'll be trouble.
You don't have to worry about the guards. I took care of them.
What about Master Buresh? He was here with them just a while ago.
I talked to Buresh. I reckon he'll be on his way now. Heading somewhere far, far away.
What?
I came to get evidence against Mint Master of Vavak. Where can I find it?
There are some books in that chest over there, but it's locked. And only Master Buresh has the keys.
Leave that to me. I still need the genuine coin die from you. It's another piece of evidence.
Everything we do here is clean. Completely.
Except you're minting using stolen silver.
How are we to know where it comes from? It's none of our business.
We're just pawns. We're not hurting anybody.
Nobody's saying any different. Like I said, I'm here to free you. The guards are dead. You're free to leave.
Hang on. That's...
It's just the books you're after, isn't it? Well, so take them and go.
We won't tell nobody nothing. We never saw you here.
What? Yeah, what? Why don't you want to leave?
Why don't you want to leave?
We're just supposed to stay here.
And we're told not to go far. The Mint Master would be angry.
I'll take care of Vavak. You have my word. With the evidence I'll bring against him, he'll be finished. When I'm done with him, you'll be the last thing on his mind.
You reckon it's really safe that we could go up top?
How long have these poor guys been down here?
So, if he says the guards are gone...
Then we could... What do you think?
I don't know.
I can't believe it.
Me neither. We're really
Free! We're free!
free.
Okay, enjoy the rest of your life, boys, and be careful who you mint coin for. That's the lesson to learn here, okay? Can I pick those up? Interesting. Okay, I'll take this and that. And I don't think I want the rest of that stuff. We'll take this and this. Why are there blacksmithing components down here? There's the silver that they punched out. Okay. Where's the chest with the books in it? Okay, did I miss it? Oh, this one. Here we go. Sure, I'll take some Save Your Schnapps for free. Secret Mint Ledgers. Hey, look at that. We got the recipes for the gunpowder. Nice. And 205 groschen. Wonder if it's counterfeit. Conclude your investigation with Christian. All right, I guess we're done here. Is that Christian? Yeah. He probably would want us to wake him up for this.
I got the evidence against Mint Master Vavak.
Really? Let me see.
Here. His handwritten records of the whole scheme.
There are names, amounts paid, mines, smelting works, yields. I'll be damned. This is perfect, Henry. This could wipe him out for good. Where did you find this?
Vavak had a secret mint where coins were minted from the silver they stole. That's where he kept the books.
He obviously had it all worked out to the last detail. Remarkable. Did you have any trouble getting it?
The owner of the smelting works, Buresh, tried to stop me. Luckily, he was reasonable and we made a deal.
What deal?
I let him go in exchange for him telling me everything.
I understand. He's clever enough to know when he's walking on thin ice. Be it as it may, I'll get in touch with Buresh and have a talk with him.
Yeah, you do that.
One more thing. Was there anyone else in that mint?
There were some coiners being held prisoner.
Jesus Christ! Held prisoner!
Vavak locked them up there to work for him.
My God! He really is an unscrupulous monster. Did you let them out?
I did, but it took some persuading. They were afraid.
Thank God for that. When you talked to them, did you see a coin die anywhere?
They gave it to me quite willingly.
I'm curious. Let me see.
Here.
What the? It's genuine! That means all the groschen minted from the silver stolen by Vivak are absolutely clean! In any case, we uncovered something big, Henry. But I'm afraid no matter what Master Buresh told you at the mint, no one will believe us.
Luckily, I've got this. A letter from Vavak to Master Buresh. He actually gave it to me willingly, for letting him go.
This really is the last piece of the mosaic. But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus has been running under our nose is incredibly insolent. But it's also one of the cleverest fraudulent schemes I've ever heard of. With those books in Rittard's hands, Vivak won't remain long in his post, and it's now pretty clear who will replace him. And a side income like that could prove useful to many people, if you take my meaning.
Wait a minute, what?
You want to keep stealing from the king?
Oh, come on. Sigismund isn't our rightful king. The less silver he gets his paws on, the less he can pay to his Hungarian cutthroats.
That's a good point. Thing is, though, is would you keep doing it if Wenceslas is ever reinstated? I'm gonna actually go for this because it does hurt Sigismund.
You're right about that.
Now, listen. Here's the plan. Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing the ore in the works, a secret mint, only there would be a change in management. I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond in the mines. But that shouldn't be difficult. A miner jumps at coin like a dog at a bone.
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw him on the road to Grunt, and they found Fett on the spoil tip with a broken neck.
You think it's related?
Who knows? Maybe Herman told someone you were snooping around and that Fett talked. Things like that can get you killed.
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I have to deal with it. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Burach. But knowing him, he won't be opposed to a reasonable agreement. And I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vivek all you want, but keep your tongue tied about the whole scheme. I've got a little something here for you, as a bonus. And I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die. All you have to do is nod.
Okay, so does this mean Ruthard's going to be stolen from as well?
Doesn't that mean you'll be stealing from Ruthard?
Do me a favor. Ruthard will want to be in on it.
How can you be so sure?
If there's one thing I've learnt about silver, it's that it's got one special property. It never stinks. It surely doesn't smell bad to you either, eh?
I just want to save my lord, Hans Capon. That's why I'm doing this.
I'm not interested in your motives, Henry. I don't know what you and Ruthard agreed on. That's between you and him. You've heard my offer.
What if I went back and talked to Ruthard about the plan and see if he agrees with it? Because I don't want to screw him over because we need him to get to Capon.
I can't promise you that.
And why, if you don't mind my asking? The deal is mutually beneficial.
I'm not a cheat.
This is Kuttenberg, Henry. Either you're cheating or you're being cheated. Which part do you want to play?
I mean, shit. I like the idea of hurting Sigismund. But I don't know for sure if Ruthard wants to be in on it or not. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to make more trouble for myself. So I'm not going to do it.
I'm simply not going to cheat.
Who do you think you're helping, eh? You think you're a hero?
My conscience.
You'll never get an offer like that again in your life. But so be it. It's none of my business. You made your bed, now lie in it. I'll keep my promise. Here's your books, and here are the copies of the books from the mines and the smelting works for comparison.
Thank you.
It should help the Ruthards. Or maybe not. I'm not sure it was all worth it. Now leave me alone, please.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I just didn't have enough taking French leave. I didn't have enough information, assurances, whatever the fuck you want to call them, to know if that was really the right move there. I would have done it if I would have known that Ruthard was going to be okay with it, but I don't know that, so didn't seem like a wise decision. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here, and then we'll pick up it in the next episode. I'll meet you guys back in Kuttenberg. We'll go talk to Ruthard, and we'll see what happens next. So thanks, everybody, for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share the video, and we'll catch y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye.